Welcome back, everybody, to another Voice of the Boy podcast. It's your boy Brandon, as always. Then again, I got another guest for y'all, Mr. Michael.
What's going on? What's going on?
So I know you are Mr. Cheftionary.
Mm,
Um, but to speak on that, what exactly is your podcast about, and things that you may like to share with other people?
Well, now when you go and you look at any culinary podcast or anything like that, you see um, a lot of people get on there. It's boring. They just talk about like recipes and things like that. And I'm trying to figure out exactly how to make the culinary side of things not boring because cooking and things like that is visual, you know. But I wanted to bring it different because I've always loved this industry. I always loved cooking. I always loved doing what I did, for years. Since I was a kid, I've been cooking in kitchens and things like that. And as I got older and I moved away from being a cook and turned into a chef and went to culinary school and things like that, and I became a chef. And one thing that I realized is that a lot of people in the kitchen, man, they don't know what's going on. They just in there, they just cook, what I mean? A lot of
Yeah.
everybody in there, I probably say, not many people are sober working in the kitchen. A lot of people are high, they're drunk on something, they're high on something, and they just come in there and they cook. And then most of them are extremely talented. They won't be able to go to the next level because nobody really cares. Like, hey, here, come in here, cook, serve these people, get your paycheck, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Mhm.
But for me being a chef, I never looked at it that way. I always was like, what I mean, if you coming in here, you want to do this job, somebody should teach you something. It doesn't matter how you get taught. It doesn't matter. You don't have to go to culinary school. Excuse me. You know, I went to culinary school and I took that $50,000 ticket, but not everybody else need to go to culinary school to do that. But
Mhm.
somebody got to teach you something, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
so when I got into a car accident last year and I was like, all right, well, I can't be in the kitchen teaching people anymore. Like, you know what? How about I go and put it through this podcast? And that's where Cheftionary came up, kind of like a real chef dictionary. And Cheftionary, to be honest with you, is something that I really started it back in like 2013. Just
Ooh,
not the
that's a
pod.
long time ago.
Yeah, just not the podcast side of it. I kicked it off with a blog and I have all these notes and piles of notes and things like that. And now I'm putting it into this podcast.
Okay.
But yeah, I just like I said, just being around it, man, and not being able to see people who actually know what they're doing and understand what they're doing because nobody know how to put their language down.
Mhm.
Everybody's trying to be perfect and this and that, and being a chef ain't got nothing to do with being perfect. You know the lingo, you get in there and cook, you could bang it out.
Yeah.
Kinda like Ratatouille, anybody can cook.
Hey, that's a badass movie though, I'm just
It
saying.
is, man, it is.
Um, now so I'm assuming with the accident, did it leave you paralyzed or just hard to move around?
No, man, it is. So I got nerve damage in my left leg,
Gotcha.
and so it's hard to stand up for long periods of time. I can stand up, I can move. I got a cane that I actually maneuver with, but I be trying to leave that on the side and keep moving.
Right.
But I mean, if you ever been in the kitchen or ever know how they work, they know you can't be
Mhm.
walking around there with a cane. It's all about fast movement.
Oh yeah, you could easily fall and bang something else up.
Yeah,
Uh, so I mean, at least you got I'm gonna say an easy Halloween costume, right? Now you just need that big old hat with the feather on it, big old coat.
Yeah.
um, but no, the kitchen, like just creating food and everything. That's like a love language. That's another language, just like music.
Yep.
It's a way to connect with people through different varieties. So, because I actually went to culinary school when I was in high school. I was going to get certified for it to become a chef myself.
Okay.
And I mean, I quit. I had a lot of different reasons why I backed out of that. But it's one of those things you don't really forget. Plus, I've been in the kitchen since I was little with my grandma. Uh so she taught me a whole lot of different things, and like last night we decided to say fuck it. We're trying to expand our so to speak taste buds. I've never been too big on seafood. And
Ooh.
so we made jambalaya, and we actually shredded out some chicken, we put up some shrimp
What?
in it, shit like that, and it all turned out really well.
And see,
Um,
that's why I'm from right there in Louisiana, man, home of the jambalaya. I live in Georgia now, but I'm from Louisiana.
okay, so you got that crawfish boil and shit, huh?
Man, come on, bro.
We
Seafood is
just
my
talked,
love.
me and the old lady, we just talked about that's like our next thing to try.
Okay.
Because again, I've never been too big on seafood. She don't like seafood at all. So
Yeah.
like it's coming to where we agreed that we gotta try to expand our taste buds a little bit more. So um also while I've got you here, what I'm gonna do is while we talking about it, let's see if it'll do this. Uh, is it working? Yeah.
I don't know.
Got got
Yeah,
Mr.
here we
Chef
go.
scenario over here.
I got 2 followers, man. Look at that.
Yeah, me and my other co-host for Banter Without Boredom.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
But yeah, it's all love, man. I mean, it like I said, it's a great idea what you're doing. And people, so to speak, want to learn how to cook different things all the time. So you're out there, you're talking about how to make certain things, stuff like that.
But
And
see,
you
but hold up though, because I don't teach. I don't put recipes out there. I don't teach
yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure that I stick with that because it's
Mhm.
not just about recipes. It's about knowing the techniques. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Um well, have you thought about how I gave you that little idea to just record your hands when you're sitting down doing stuff, when you're cooking?
Man, I don't know. I wouldn't know how to do it, bro. I never knew how to do that, man. Like you're putting like how to put my where to put the camera at. I'm too busy moving. You know what I mean?
Well,
I've tried it
remember,
before. I can't figure it out.
like you got tripods that can do a bunch of different stuff. Like this one that I got my phone in right now. This thing goes up to 6 feet tall, and I'll just adjust the phone closer to the bottom, and I'll just turn the camera facing downward. I would do it right now as an example, but I don't want to mess up the shot type stuff.
Look,
But
this is the only tripod I got, man. It's a little dude, man.
hey, it's funny? I got that same one right here. Look,
Oh, sweet.
I got that same one. But I got a couple for my kids because they wanted to start shooting their own little YouTube channels and stuff like that. So I was like, all
Okay,
right, I'll get you guys little tripods. And then I got my son this one. He's like, Dad, I don't use it that much. I was like, well, I'm gonna use it then. So
mm,
it's a bigger one. So I got one of my kids. It's literally the one I'm using is bigger than this one. It's like what I call the little kid version compared to the big boy version right here.
okay. I might
um,
have to invest in another tripod then.
hey man, it was like $19, I think, and it come with a button, which I lost the button, but comes with a button you connect to your phone and shit, Bluetooth, and you start the camera, shut it off, shit like that.
Mm,
Um, but it's like presentation, right? Like that. It sounds like that's more what you're trying to do the techniques, the presentation, and you get that set up just right. You can grow your shit to a whole nother level.
okay,
And which personally, I like the idea of what you're doing anyway. There's no hate on it, but like if I could get some different techniques down, sure, I'll potentially try to do the same thing. But I'm not the cooker in my house no more. I cook when I can or want to, but my wife kind of took over all that, and like that's what she's gotten good at. As she says, or as I say to her, she started cooking and getting better at it so she can fatten me up so no one else wants me.
I can't blame you, man. I think more or less got the same issue, man. She be telling me I need to eat more, get me all fat, man. She get excited when I gain weight. Like,
Hey, my favorite thing still to this day, like I walk up to her, I smack my belly, say, "You still love me?" And it
That's
works so
funny.
far. So far, she still loves me, you know?
Hey, man, getting it right, getting it right.
Um, yeah, nah, it's cool though, cause you know, you don't got people that they're willing to necessarily share out techniques and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're just
I don't
like,
mind.
what got you personally, what got you into wanting to be a chef? Someone that does this skill permanently.
Man, I grew up in South Louisiana, like I said, man, and it was we lived in my grandparents' house. So my mom and literally like all of their kids lived there with all of their kids. We all lived in my grandparents' house. But
Okay.
growing up, it was 5 boys and 2 girls. And so I'm the baby. I'm the youngest well, my little brother is now. He came in like 13 years after I did. But for years, 13 years, I was the baby grandson. And so anytime that they would go out there and they would play those 2-on-2 basketball and all of this stuff like that, they always shut me out. I would go sit on the kitchen floor with grandma. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm talking about from a very early age, you know, the food, I always love food. Like I said, I would
Right.
say I'll be the one waiting on the spoon. I want to lick the spoon, grandma. I want to, and so I sit there and I watch and I just learned going to that grandma to my other grandmother house that would make all of these different like my grandmother on my mom's side is Creole, and my grandma on my dad's side is Cajun. So I was able to get my hands on both sides of the food culture and then learn how to blend that. Like it's just that's where my love comes from. Just loving my grandma and hanging out with her in the kitchen.
I mean, that's cool though. I mean, so you learned from your grandma?
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's where I picked up all of the techniques and learned all that stuff. Now as far as like cooking and things like that, going and actually doing it professionally, I
Yeah.
like let's see how I would put this. I was a troubled kid, teenager. I was into some stuff I shouldn't have been into. And my mom came at me
Sure that.
and my mom told me, she said, I'm gonna give you get this opportunity to move to Virginia. I was in my early 20s, man, like early 20s at this time. And I had already cooked at like Popeyes, Taco Bell, Ryan Steakhouse, stuff like that. And I always loved it, man. 'Cause my dad used to cook a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And my mom came at me and she said, "I'm gonna give you this opportunity." She said, "Because you you're either gonna end up dead or you're gonna go to jail for a long
Yeah.
period of time." And she moved me out to Virginia with my uncle. I didn't have nowhere to go. I didn't have nobody. Me and my cousin went out there with no money, no nothing, and had to figure it out. Well, it just so happened about a mile and a half away, there was a culinary school. And we got a job working at Sonic just to, try to make some kind of money.
Yeah.
And it was right down the street from culinary school. My cousin was like, "Hey, man, like we had been cooking at home. We were broke. Like when I say broke, I'm talking about like we were poor. We had nothing, dude. We was in there eating food that was expired for like a year in cans and stuff. But what we were doing, we was honestly without culinary school and all that, we was in there making masterpieces for like 2, 3 months. I'm talking about noodles and mixing things and beanie weenies and like making them like gourmet style. And he was like, "Man, let's just go to culinary school and actually learn the real, true techniques of things." And when
Right.
we got in there, like I was the only one in the class and in the entire like not school, but in my class of graduating culinary, I was in there
Mhm.
shining, bro. Everybody else was getting, regular average scores and stuff like that, and I was in there shining like it was just something that I was meant to do. And it
Right.
was like I'm talking ace in every test. Didn't even know how I was doing it. Stepping in classes and not even knowing. I think it's just a natural thing, bro. Like I had never broke down a cow in my life. But the first time that one got in front of me, I knew exactly where to cut it. I knew exactly where to put it. Like it's something that I can't even explain, and I've tried to look into it. I've tried to explain why do I know these things. Even throughout my career, I do things, and I'm like, how do I know this? Why do I
Nah.
know? I ain't never done this before in my life, but I know how to do it. It's just some kind of natural. I don't know what it was, man, and it's still that way as of this day, where I can run into a problem in the kitchen. I mean, I haven't been in the kitchen in like almost a year now, but I'll run into a problem and I know exactly how to fix it without even thinking about it. It's just a natural thing, I guess. I don't know, but it got me into it and I fell in love with it through being there with my grandmother. And with the culinary school, picked up on a lot of techniques and learned some things like that. And then, the rest was history, turned into a 20-something year career.
Hey, hey, it's worked out for you, man. That's what it sounds like. It worked out, and up until the last year, at least, it's worked out
Yeah.
for you in the way you looked for it. So that's all that truly matters, and it's what you do from here on, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Now, here's a question. And I bring this one up because I just talked to one of my cousins earlier about this too. Um, so is there a meal that your grandma or your grandpa or whoever it might have been that you made with and you still can't get the taste to taste like how it was when they did
Man, everything, man. Everything.
it?
Everything. My grandma told me, she said, ever since she went to that culinary school, you got too fancy.
Mm,
And she said that that's the reason why I can't match her flavors because I started to do things technical. Instead of just getting in there just doing it, I look at techniques and do it. You know what I mean? And I think that
mm.
might be what it is because I went too far. I tried to learn instead of just getting there doing it and loving to do it. I tried to learn it, and I think that was the problem.
So you went to new school with it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I
Mm.
can still cook some old school stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, like especially when it comes down to gumbo. I
I
think
love
I'm.
me some gumbo. I tell you what, right
Oh
now, I
yeah,
do.
man. I, I, I honestly, I think I match her gumbo. Don't tell her that. I hope she don't see this. But there are a lot of things I can't touch there. That I still,
Mhm.
when I go back home, it's like, Grandma, please make this for me. Like a little kid in the kitchen again. Grandma, I need this peach cobbler. Make this peach cobbler for me, Grandma. Like.
Oh man, yeah,
Right.
that's like so my grandma, she used to make like for everything. Like she used to make these little burritos, and we make it the same way she does every time. For as far as I know, we're getting the same stuff as well, but we're like can't get that shit perfected. Like it don't taste like grandma
Yeah.
made it,
It's not,
and
man.
And it's like, me and my cousin talked about it. It's like, cause she ain't the one making it. It's different. It's the love that went into what she was making compared to you. You're making it, trying to compare, and it's not working.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you ain't like that. That's real, cause
Cause
it's
you
taken
making it,
away
but you making it to eat it. She was making it to feed people.
exactly.
That's a
And,
difference.
and yeah, that ain't even close to being a lie. Oh man. Um. All right, going from that one then. Do you have a kitchen disaster? Like, there's a disastrous meal that you might have made,
Ooh,
like anything.
man.
It could be dessert, it could be main course, appetizer.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
I know everybody got one. I got one. I ain't gonna talk about it, but I got one.
Let me try to think, dude. That's a tough one. Like, and it's not honestly, it's not me like patting myself on the back or anything like that, bro. It's like I said, it comes natural to me, man. And I'm sitting here trying to think now. I have never in my career had someone tell me that they did not like the food, or I can't even think of something. You know what? I'm gonna take. You know what? This is God. Oh man,
Like, it could
way
be
in the
when you're younger.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think, cause like, I remember like, the first thing I ever made on my own was a scratch mac and cheese, and I was, like, 6 years old, man, and my mom,
Okay.
everybody loved it, like, it was but I will tell you this, though. So, getting in the kitchen, cooking in the kitchen
Mhm,
and grilling is 2 different things.
mhm.
Okay, so now I ain't gonna lie to you, now man, I'm a master griller, I can grill anything, dude. But
Hey,
see,
I'm
here's
right with you. I'm right with you, man. That's
see,
my
look
hot spot, right on the grill.
You know, hey, look, I'm getting back into the story, but you'll never guess where I got the master part and learned the most of it at. I lived in Burleson, Texas, dude, for like 6 years, and I learned smoking, barbecue, I learned grill, I learned it all out
Shit,
there.
all you had to say was Texas.
Yeah, bro. Hey, amazing, amazing. But
Oh
now, man,
man.
so I tried to show off in front of my uncles and them, right? So we
Mhm.
had this the family get together. I don't remember what it was. And I remember it was like 4th of July or whatever. It might have just been a just get together. I don't remember. So I'm trying to show off, right? I just got out of culinary school. So I'm like, yeah, man, I can cook. I'm a chef. I'm this and I'm that, but you're not a chef when you come out. So I'm like, yeah, he was like, all right, well, I tell you what. Since you cook so good, you handle the ribs. And I'm like, what? Man, I got this. I got this. I'm bragging about, yeah, I can do this, do that. Man, you want to talk about burnt those ribs, dude. I didn't know what I was doing, man. It was fresh. I hadn't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing I knew how to grill was chicken and smoked sausages. I had never grilled and hot dogs. Maybe I don't even think I knew how to do hamburgers, dude.
Oh
And
man.
I told him I could cook, and he was like, "Yeah, you big bad chef, fresh out of culinary school." I was like, "Yeah, man, let me go on and get these ribs, man." I burnt them up bad, man. They was so mad at me, bro. They was so mad at me, man.
Oh man, I imagine, man. That'd be a nope, you ain't touching that grill again.
Bruh, even now, he knows, like, even now, like, I can cook now. I don't mess up nothing, very little, bruh, and he knows this. I even grilled for him. I've even barbecued. We even smoked meats together. As of this day, he's still like, "Hey, man, you sure you wanna do that?" Like, he won't I'm like, "Come on, man, I was a kid, bruh." He would never let me live it down, man. Never
Oh
let me.
no, you give somebody one thing they hold over your head and they're gonna.
Yeah, man.
Um, so do you have an ingredient that you think should be taken out of the kitchen?
Ooh, not an ingredient. Uh, I don't like clocks in the kitchen, man.
Oh yeah, fuck that. I
I don't
hated
like
it.
clocks, dude. Now as far as an ingredient goes that need to come out of the kitchen, oh man, no, bro, because ingredients are key.
Well, I know
Uh,
that, but like there's always one ingredient that there's at least say uh, I don't know, paprika. I don't like paprika. So I have it, but I don't like it. Like instead of that, like I'll go use some Cajun powder or I use some tahini or some shit like that, but I won't use no paprika.
Cajun powder got paprika in it, man.
I
Uh,
know, but it's not only, you know what I mean?
trying to think,
I don't know what it is. It's just paprika itself. I'm not a fan of.
trying to think, man. Because like I've also trained really, really hard in my younger part of my career and learned all this different techniques and different cuisines. And I mean, I'm very fluent in Asian cooking. I'm very fluent in Jamaican cooking. Of course, the Cajun Creole side, and all of those ingredients. If you know how to use them, it'll do something. It'll do something magical to the food. And
Mm.
that's where it's hard for me to say an ingredient to come out of the kitchen. Only thing I can see, man, is a clock, bro. I don't like clocks, man. That's it. But as far as an ingredient, though, damn, man,
Could be
I'm trying to.
salt, pepper.
Hell no, you can't take them out.
Well,
Salt and
I gotta
pepper,
bring them up
no.
because people try to say that salt and pepper's not it's not seasoning.
Well,
So
see, I don't look at salt like salt to me is not salt is not an ingredient. It's not a seasoning. It's a flavor enhancer.
yeah,
And pepper is like a depth. It makes food deep. It gives you that. It brings out the charcoal flavor of all of the food that you're looking for.
yes, sir.
So I don't put them even nowhere near the ingredient list. I think honestly, in every kitchen I ever been, salt and pepper sits by itself.
Mm.
Um, but as far as something I could take out, if I was to take something out, star anise. I don't know if you ever had star anise. It's kind of like this licorice type of deal, like the black licorice flavor.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I'm good.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? I've learned how to use it, but if I could take one out, it would be that. But I will tell you this though, man, even for you, if you ever like, I know you probably eat Bluebell ice cream, man.
Once in a while.
Okay, so the next time you get you some ice cream, sprinkle some salt on the top of it and then eat it. And it's gonna change, it's gonna take your ice cream to a whole nother level. Salt is something that you can put salt in something sweet, you can put salt in something savory. No matter what you put it in, it's gonna take it to the next level.
Okay. I've never even thought about that one before.
Yeah, just sprinkle it on your ice cream, man. And that's the test. All like anytime I ever bring a new cook into the kitchen, I'm training them or whatever, and I'm like, all right, do you understand what salt is? And everybody's like, yeah, 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 yeah. And I'm like, okay, well, I want you to try something for me. I give them a scoop of ice cream. I give them a scoop of ice cream with salt on it. And they're like, wow, I'm doing this forever for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? And it's like, and I learned that from my grandpa from back in the day. We put salt on watermelon. You know what I mean? And it
Uh,
enhances it.
my grandpa used to do that too. He'd take a piece of watermelon, he'll sprinkle the salt over the top,
Yeah.
and then he'll take this big old bite. But that's a big old Italian man doing that. so, so, I mean, yeah. Then until he used to kind of do the same thing with brown sugar though. He put some brown sugar on watermelon too.
See, I ain't never done that one. I ain't never done that one.
I haven't done that one either, but I know he did it and he liked it. But
Now I gotta try it.
I thought always thought salt on fruit would personally never even crossed my mind. It didn't sit well. Uh, but brown sugar on, on watermelon, I was like, that's different. Like I've
That is
never
different.
seen or heard anybody else do that before. So
I'm gonna try that one. I'm definitely gonna try that one. Never even
yeah,
thought
and you like I imagine you got like I can't remember if he caked it on or just did the sprinkle out because I know brown sugar's thick.
thick,
So
yeah, but it's hard to sprinkle.
exactly, like I don't understand how he did it. Like I just know he used to walk out the kitchen and be on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try it though. Definitely gonna try it.
Um, let's see. Is there do you have a what people would call cheap food that you like?
Oh, cheap food that I like. Man,
Or are you too bougie?
no, bro. I did get bougie for a while there because I love seafood. That's my thing. You know what I mean?
Alright.
And like for me, I go sit down and I can get me some scallops, some lobster any day. I swear, yeah, I would never ever say no to that.
I've never
But
had scallop. I've never
oh
had
man,
scallop.
damn! I hope the first time you get it that they cook it right. I promise you, 'cause it's good because it's very hard to mess up. Let's see, cheap food. Um, beanie weenies, dude.
Oh boy.
Old school beanie weenies, though. Like, you know what
And
I mean?
that's some of the best shit you could have back in the day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You ain't
And
got
look,
money, you ain't got nowhere to go, you eat some
look,
beanie weenies, call it good.
still eat it, bro. Whether I'm poor, got money, but still eat it, man.
What's the name? T.I. son, King?
Yeah,
He still be doing that shit.
yeah, bro. Beanie weenies off the chain, man. I would eat it right now. I gotta put it over rice now, though. I can't just eat a little bowl of beanie weenies
Oh
like I used
yeah,
to. I gotta put it over
yeah.
rice, man.
I do it with white rice now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love me some fried white rice, bro.
Oh yeah, on point, man.
Um, but yeah, no, that's a great choice. I'm with you with that one. I ain't had beanie weenies in a minute, but
Dude, we had them a couple of weeks ago, bro. 'Cause we still give them to our kids, man. Like my daughter
well, my
still
kids
loves
don't
beanie
like
weenies.
beans. My kids don't like
Oh
baked beans and shit.
man, well you gotta try beanie weenies. They might like that. I don't know. The
They
beanie weenies
might,
off the chain, man.
man. Because they'll like we'll get the weenies and shit, and like the wife and the kids will sit there and munch on them all day. But you put anything with them, they don't want it.
Dang, bro, no. No, man.
Um,
It's crazy.
all right, so do you have do you know about a food trend that you think should just disappear?
Boy, man, you gonna
That's
show
a
this to
yeah.
people, huh?
That's a yeah if I ever heard one.
Man, I would be honest with you, bro, and I don't want to knock anybody that do it, but like fake meat, man. Like the vegan stuff they want to eat, you know. I don't understand how you want to eat something that tastes like something you don't want to eat. I don't understand. I just don't get that. That's weird to me, man. If you're gonna be vegan, just be vegan. Don't even try to make no fake chicken. I was in the grocery store the other day and literally, dude, there's a bag of chicken and a bag of beef just sitting out in the dry food aisle, and I'm like, "Man, that's weird, man. That don't even make sense, dude." Like, and my daughter just sitting there, she's like, "Yeah, that's." I don't want to call them weird people, man. I don't want to knock nobody, but dog, come on, man. Like,
It
'cause
is
I want to
kinda
eat
weird, though.
chicken, man.
I'm with you with it. I get what you're saying,
I don't knock
'cause
what people do, but dang,
nah, you just gotta have some type of common sense, and a lot of people don't think too far on it. And, like, they're just, "Oh, they say this is healthy, so Imma go do it."
yeah,
It's
man.
not
What?
always the best way to go about it. For one, if you're any type of meat, especially, can just sit out of the cooler,
Ain't no good.
come on. What happens you
Yeah.
leave a hamburger patty sitting out in the fucking out of the cooler for shit 5 hours, 4
This
hours.
it's gonna start smelling and start swelling up. It ain't gonna last, man.
Exactly. So, but
Mhm.
you get this shit that's been sitting out there for a couple days, week, whatever it might be. It ain't bad yet.
I tell you, man, the whole thing that weird me out about it is like, if if it ain't what it is or what it's if since it's not what it's supposed to be, what kind of crap are they putting in it to make it taste like what it tastes like? When I think about that, that's what tells me that, man, it's not healthy. I don't care how you look at it. There's no way that you're gonna tell me that I saw it, bro. Look, I was at this I was running this country club, man, and they had so we had a burger that they used to get,
Yeah.
a burger that I bought in, and an Impossible burger. I don't wanna put no company names out there, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah, I had
go
to
and I
say a
look,
name if you say if you say that shit.
but I had to go and I look at the ingredient list, man, and it's the first 6 ingredients are the same that's in mashed dog food, man.
Mm,
And then I bring
that's
out this
crazy.
this burger thing that they love so much, and I pull the ingredient list up on it, and I'm out there and I'm telling the people because they're mad at me because I bought a burger in that we blended ourselves that had chuck brisket and sharp rib blended, and I added some fat from whenever I was trimming. When I used to trim all of my tenderloin, doing my tenderloins and stuff like that, I would add the fat to kind of keep my fat content in there. And that's the
Okay.
only ingredients was in my burger. So these people were mad. It was like, you changed that burger. They were going off on me. I had just started working there, dude. And so I bring them out the list of this burger that they were already ordering. And I show everybody, I'm like, dude, you have dried aluminum sulfate in this burger. I don't want to eat anything that has the word aluminum in it. I don't care
Yeah.
what type of crap they done made it and turned it into food grade edible. I don't want anything that got the word aluminum in it if I'm gonna eat it. And I'm
Mhm.
trying to explain that to these dudes. Now these are a bunch of old heads. When you got people that's like 50, 60, 70 years old, they're like, man, I want to eat what I've been eating my whole life. I don't really care. It's like, I'm gonna bring you a healthier version of something that's really, really delicious.
Mhm.
And they're like, it's good, but I want the other stuff. You only want the other stuff because it's cheaper. But then you got this lady over here that wants this non-meat burger that got the first 6 ingredients in dog food, man. And
Yeah.
we literally have a dog food plant that's like 5 miles from our house now.
I used to work at it's a place, I'm not gonna say the name of it, but I used to work at a place up there in my hometown, and what they do, you know how they make the dried up dog food, right?
No, I ain't never been a part of that one.
It,
I'm
it's
nervous now.
literally it's literally just dead animals and shit in a big ass
Oh,
grinder.
oh,
They turn
no.
it to bone meal and they mush it all together. That's how they get dry dog food.
Oh, man. It's horrible.
It is horrible, but it's a way for them to get rid of the excess, as I call death. But the worst part about working there was that's exactly what it smelled like was death. Like,
Yeah.
and that shit lingered on you for like a week. Like when I finally said fuck it and I quit, uh I smelled like death for about a week after
Oh,
being
man.
out of the place. And then I got to working with this asphalt company. I had to go back to the same plant to do some work on the drive. And like there were people that recognized me. Then they're like, "Oh, you got out, da da da. Look at you coming back to fix our drive." I was like, "Yeah, I could leave it too." um, but no, like that's the thing. Like you can smell it from about 5 miles away. Pure, like it just smelled
Yeah,
terrible.
man. That's
But
horrible.
then, what just so happened to be my favorite fishing spot was like a mile and a half away from it, where the river actually went down towards where the plant is,
Yeah,
and they used to strain out the water back into the river because they got some type of easement to do it or whatever. So they'd strain the water back out to the river. It used to come out nothing but grease, but then they had to change it over time, put all these extra filters and everything. Now it comes out fresh water
that's crazy.
from all the blood and everything, dude. It's mad work up in there.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I know I kind of went in extra detail with that shit, but that's kind of what it
It's all good.
that's what dry dog food is. But
That's crazy, man.
for the most part,
That's
um,
nuts.
do you have a personal favorite dish? Like,
Oh. You know, man, the favorite that I like to eat or one that I like to cook?
how about one of both?
So, my favorite, and I'll never forget it, and I mentioned it earlier, my grandmother's peach cobbler,
Okay.
and I will take that any day. I've had so many other different peach cobblers and all this stuff like this and that, and nothing compare. I've made it. I've tried to make it, and it just does not compare. That is my favorite as of this day, hands down. And also, I mean, right before peach cobbler, I'm man, give me a piece of fried catfish over some red beans and rice, and I'm good with some Louisiana hot sauce on it, and then I'll eat that peach cobbler. Um, Favorite thing that I like to cook. Now that's a tough one because I like to cook anything that somebody will eat. And so I had a lot of people that like to try to test me, and that's why like a lot of cooks hate me when I run restaurants because a customer will come out and say, "Oh man, I love this place, chef, make me something," and I'll charge them like $50 for a $30 plate, and they're just like, "Oh my god, it's the best thing ever." So that does make it hard, but at the same time, though, for something that I really I enjoy cooking a nice 14-ounce New York strip.
Mm.
With basic, all I wanna put on it is salt, pepper, and that's it. I don't want nothing else. I don't want no steak sauce. I don't want nothing else. This is something that I will cook for myself and eat, something that I enjoy cooking for other people because 'cause I've kinda perfected to get it to perfect temperature, to perfect, you know what I mean? And no, for you people out there, well done is not a good temperature. I don't give a damn how you look at it. But hey, that is an opinion, but it's a
So how do you like your steak?
man, I like mine. It depends on the cut of meat too. So for me to get that New York strip, I want that one to be medium rare to medium in some fashion.
My guy.
Now, now I will tell you this though, if I get me a tenderloin, I want my tenderloin to be medium to medium well
Okay.
because of the softness and the tissue and all of that stuff like this and that. I
Yeah,
would
there's a
never,
difference in the chew. I've
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
because if you get it too rare, you're gonna be chewing it like bubble gum. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
you
there's
ain't
some people
you
that can
ain't
eat it.
lying.
But then if you get it like you can get it to a perfect medium, but if it goes from pink to white at any point, I don't want it. I don't want it at all. I want it to be pink. I still want to smush it and some blood come out of it. Like I'm not trying to sit there and have. I don't want a white steak where when I smush it, brown comes out. I want some red to come out. I don't care what sort it is. You know what I mean? And even like same with my son. Like we were eating out this past weekend, and they were like, "Oh, he's 8 years old." Like my son's 8, so they sent him out a burger, and they freaking well done it.
Huh.
And then they got upset. He wasn't gonna eat it. I'm sorry. Like my son looked at that burger. He's like, "Dad, it ain't even got no blood in it." And I was like, "Send it back." You know what I'm saying? That's just I don't know. It's just I can't have. My grandpa used to eat doggone beef jerky, man. I can't do that. You can't do that, man.
Beef jerky upsets my stomach now
See,
whenever
I
I
can
eat it.
still eat it though, but
Mm.
too tough. too tough, man.
Um, yeah, no, when I make my steaks, what I do, I use salt and pepper, but I use brown sugar and honey with it.
I do that on pork.
I love using honey. Like you use the raw honey.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
See, I
It
do a
just
lot of, I do a lot of
give you
market
that sweet.
I do a lot of
Nope.
those markets, man, so we get that raw honey. The people be having the honey still
Mm,
in the honeycomb, man, like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I put that in
No,
coffee and everything, man.
hey, you ain't lying.
Hey,
Use it
hey,
for
yeah,
everything, especially back in the day. I remember that's something my grandma used to do. Like she, when you got sick,
yep,
she'd give you a hot cup of tea with some honey in it,
yep, yep.
and
We used to do vodka as a kid. We were vodka and honey and lemon juice, man, a little hot toddy, keep it moving.
well, I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah, my grandma believed in a little shot of whiskey when you're not feeling too good.
I know that everybody frown up on that these days. You don't give your kids any whiskey, liquor, or anything like this and that. But I'm
Uh
letting you know right now, if my son gets sick, I'm gonna give him a hot toddy. And if you don't like it, you should come to my house and get a hot toddy.
huh. Oh man, now that's funny because that's why I didn't bring it up because I know a lot of people they do their like baba bullshit about it. Um, but it's that's just kind of how we grew up back then, at least.
Yeah.
Like what they used to put fucking a little drip of it in your fucking bottle when you
Yep.
were teething,
Yep.
and you
And
can't
it
do that
helped,
now
man.
because then it's a whole heap of shit.
Man,
So
well, I don't have no little babies, but the babies that I got, they trust me, both my kids can here to tell you, yeah, I know exactly what bourbon tastes like. Yep. Both of them will tell you. Cause I rub it on their gums when they were little. I just take a finger right in there, rub it right on their gum. And then the crazy thing about it is they little, so they only need a little bit of it. And after that, they go to sleep.
uh
You know what I mean? Like it's like a freaking, I don't know, a nighttime Tylenol. Like, I don't know what it is, but it worked. So I don't
yeah.
know why they, "Oh, you're giving your kids alcohol, you're such a bad parent." You're probably a bad parent because 'cause you're letting your kid cry. But I mean, that's a whole nother subject.
Hey, you know what? When that alcohol helps numb the teeth when they're
Yeah.
teething, when it helps with certain issues, it's not the worst way to go. You can definitely go worse.
Yes. You can pour the bottle in their mouth. That's a different story.
Exactly. Like you're giving them a little drip, it ain't nothing. It's
Yeah.
like I can't lie. My kids know the taste of some beer, like they don't like it. They
Yep.
know the taste of some alcohol, they don't like it.
Yep.
So it's like, cool. Maybe I don't have to deal with
Hey,
that part when you get older.
my daughter's 15, and every single time I crack a bottle, "Hey, you want some?" She's, no, no, no." She make a face. "No,
Mhm.
no, good.
Yeah.
Keep that up. Keep that up."
Exactly.
Now, I can't say
Exactly.
nothing about weed. She's probably gonna end up smoking that weed later. I can't say nothing about that, but hey.
Yeah. I mean, I got a 14-year-old and not about alcohol, but she well, I guess it's been long enough. She ran away not too long ago and we found her after she had smoked with some stranger, someone she didn't
Mm,
even know. So
damn.
yeah, I was like, man, you gotta fucking tell me if you want to do this shit. Like, I'll go get it,
Do it at
and
home.
I'll let you try it here. That way, I'm with you. You ain't got no people
Yeah,
doing no fucked up shit.
yeah. That's
Like,
what I
cause
tell my baby
nowadays
all the
that's all
time.
it is. People doing some crazy shit. So
Well, 'cause it's so hard to get away with stuff, so that whatever they try to get away with, they're gonna get away with, man, and stuff
exactly.
like that is easier to get away with, which is suck though, because I ain't gonna lie to you. PSA, all the people need their ass kicked, like, you don't fuck with kids. That pisses me off 100%. But like, I know
Yeah.
my daughter, I've been telling her she hasn't smoked or anything like that. But I tell her all the time, like, for your first time, I need you to be with me because I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna be the one to be able to tell you how to react. I'm gonna know how you're gonna move. I don't even smoke anymore, but if she came to me and said, "Daddy, I want to smoke," I'm gonna get something, roll one. I'm in her gonna burn one right now. You know
Uh-huh.
what I mean? And I look at it as I would rather you do it with me than to go out there and do it with someone else because
Exactly.
I'm gonna
That's
be
how
able
I
to
grew up
go.
too.
I'm gonna know how to fix it. I mean, shoot, first time I drunk with my dad. You know what I mean? First time I smoked with my dad. Like I don't think I've, and I was like 13 years old. So I don't
Shit.
think I even started out with strangers, dude. Now, don't get me wrong, but I ain't never smoked with a stranger, bro. I don't even. It's always
I
been
used
family.
to. I
I
used to all the time, dude. It's a great conversation starter. That's how an old buddy of mine that actually I say old buddy, but I met him quite a few years ago, and he was one of the first guests I had on this podcast.
okay,
Um, and we actually met at an orientation,
damn.
and he was sitting next to me, and I like the instructor lady. She walked out, and I took a hit of my dab pen, and he said, "Hey, let me get a hit," and boom, that's just kind of where like we started talking, and we kept up with each other, shit like
Okay,
that. It
all right.
opens conversation.
All right, so now you bring that up. I done smoked with someone before like that, though, but I ain't never had a blunt, man. I ain't never hit nobody else's blunt, dude. I always been scared of that, man.
Yeah, nah, I'm like I have to know you in order to smoke your blunt, your joint, shit like that. Like a dab, it's kind of hard for you to fuck up a dab.
Well, yeah, yeah,
And I mean, I get it nowadays. You can do shit to like crazy shit, like the fentanyl shit, like people be doing now.
yeah, bro.
And it's part of the reason, man, like when I quit, I'm kind of happy I did. Like there's a place I used to go buy from, a guy used to buy from up there. And he actually got busted because he was putting fentanyl drips on some of his plants. So it was like it was growing into the flower and shit.
That's crazy.
And I didn't know it worked like that. Like I knew you put on it, but I thought like after a while it would go away. Nah, that ain't the fucking case. Apparently it started sticking. He got busted with it and got in a lot of trouble.
Damn.
Um, yeah.
I used to know a
Uh
dude who used to pour beer on his and grow it, man, and
I know someone that did that too. I can't lie, I did it
it
when I grew
smoked
up playing.
different too, bro.
It smokes way different.
Yeah,
Like I did this thing where I tried water, beer, and liquor. I would pour when I water the plants
yeah.
and just to try, like, see what would happen. It comes up different. Just like I knew a dude that grew tomatoes with his weed plant.
Oh,
And those tomatoes, I'll tell you right now, you could eat one of them babies just
oh,
fresh and you're gonna get cooked from it.
hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
It was good though. I mean, the first time I did that shit, and that's kind of what got me back into eating tomatoes. 'Cause I used to not like the texture of it, so I stopped fucking with it.
uh,
And I ate that. I'm like, nah, I like that shit. Like, like you gonna make me grow some fucking carrots with this shit. Like, I might have a whole garden and it's gonna be
everything,
stocked.
yeah,
Uh,
everything you eating with that shit in it.
so not too long after that, I made we did Thanksgiving, but I did 2 courses, right? And I had like 2 pounds of butter.
Oh,
Um, so one course was for like the stoners, one course was for non.
yeah.
Like they were on separate sides of the house. And when I tell you this shit turned out good, bro, like you can eat a piece of that turkey and you get cooking.
I
Like you
already
got
know, dog.
the turkey, the ham, the mashed potatoes, the stuff, the stuffing, the corn, the green beans, the cornbread. Like you
Feel
had
me? I already
everything.
know.
Yeah, everything.
I know a lady, she trying to sell me some butter because I got my candy company. She want me to use her butter, and I'm like, maybe for like 420 special occasions, something like that. But I'm not gonna just use that butter and put it in my.
Hey,
Sorry.
I used to do that shit every morning. I'd take buttermilk toast or biscuits and I spread on one side. Then I put strawberry jam on the other, mush it together, and I eat that bit.
Oh,
Dude, I'm telling you, it was good as fuck.
I can believe it. I can believe it.
Then
Definitely believe it.
I made a chocolate chip or it's chocolate brownie birthday cake.
Yeah.
So like the bottom side, it was like the birthday cake, like the colorful confetti cake type shit. Then another layer was the brownie, and
Oh,
but in the whole mix, it had about I would compare it to around a quarter
oh,
in it.
Cool.
And then even with the frosting, I mixed in the frosting, I put it on top and shit. I even put sprinkles on it. Like, you eat that shit? Oh boy, like I ate a piece like that, and by the way, I was very heavy at the time, so, like, I ate a piece like that, and it was thick, so I ate, like, a very small chunk, and it
Man,
cooked me. Then I have a buddy, he came over, cut him up a slice, I'm like, "Hey, bro, that ain't what you think it is." He's like,
don't play with that.
"No?" And boom, he ate it, he went and got another one, he's like, "I'm going home before I get worse." And he munched on the other one for, like, 3 days after. He's like, "I'm not gonna eat as much." I was like, "Hey, you like it, go for it." Then I sold the whole like, the rest of the cake to a dude for, like, $200, and
Damn.
yeah, he said it lasted him about 2 weeks, him and a couple buddies, because if they ate it whole, like, they were
Your
fried
eyes
for
is
the rest
burnt.
of the
Yeah.
night. And you could eat the shit in the morning, and that shit stick with you, like,
All
it
day.
give you almost like a hangover.
Damn.
The shit was good, dude. Like, I experimented, like, I did it with, wings too. Like,
Okay.
I made my own wings, and I grilled them as well, and they still came out really good. Like, you eat 2 pieces, you got, like, that almost a buzz because they were small wings,
Yeah.
but you got a buzz from it still, like, you felt it. It's pretty good, and I did that with beer batter, so,
Oh shit. I bet
like,
that was
actual
good
beer
too, though.
batter.
I bet that was
Oh
good.
oh, that shit was good, dude. I'm telling you, that's my that used to be my little expertise back in the day. Um, s I know I have one more question I'm gonna ask you, then I'm gonna go ahead and let you go because I know you got some things planned for the day.
I appreciate it.
Um, so was there a moment that happened that almost made you quit cooking?
Oh man.
Outside of the accident.
Um, it made me quit cooking. Made me
Oh,
almost
wait,
quit cooking.
yeah.
I mean, it been times, when I got into the later part of my career where I was real big on fixing restaurants and fixing locations and things like that.
Okay.
Especially when the pandemic hit. And you go in and you help somebody out and then they just shit on you, take your ideas and stuff like this and that. That's probably when I first felt that, you know what I mean? Because it was like, I'm building this for you. I'm doing this here. And then you just take all of my ideas and run with it.
Mhm.
And, I mean, there's still places that are functioning off of the systems that I built. And not that I wanted it or anything like this and that, because I didn't even want to work there. I just went in there to help you because you were going down, you were falling, and I wanted to help you fix it.
Right.
And then here you go. You take my ideas, you take my connections, and then you're like, all right, well, I don't need you no more. That made
Oh,
me
so they
feel,
took your shit and ran pretty much. They push you out the
yeah,
door.
yeah, and, something like that. That right there make me feel like crap. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
but it didn't stop me from going on to the next one and helping the next one and helping the next one. And it's just the passion for the career itself is what made me want to jump in it and make it happen. As it's especially because during the pandemic, what happened? All of the corporate restaurants were thriving, and the independent restaurants were shutting down. So I
Yeah.
I shift away where I don't really care about corporate. So let's help these independents get them back on track. You know what I mean? Teach them how to do their food costing and rebuild. Because a lot of people they get these restaurants and it's like like you get the restaurant's functioning. If you make good food, people are gonna come in the door. After that, all you gotta do is have sweet tea. We in the South, everybody gonna join you. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know what it actually takes to keep the numbers up for that. When the cut costs here, when the cut costs there, and how much it takes when you're looking at your staff versus your food versus your building costs. And if they're not sitting there and they don't understand what the bills cost and they don't understand that they're spending 3 grand a week in staff and then turn around spending 5 grand a week in food costs, and then now you're only making 10, 11 grand a week. Well, guess what? You're only making 2 grand. You're not making no money.
Right.
And they're not, a lot of people, you know what I mean, they're not putting that together because when the pandemic hit, times changed and the prices of things changed. That set people into where they had a misunderstanding of how everything was going. Because if you rewind and go before the pandemic, 2015, 16, 17, 18, you know, when you can go in there and you get a thing of eggs for what, 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? And then when
Yeah.
eggs went up to two, three, $4, man, independent restaurants, they didn't know what to do because they had never dealt with anything like that. So that's why we lost so many. And so it was a
Right.
goal for me to help and fix all of that. And whenever that, you know, when I go in and I started doing it and they take my ideas and that's what made me like, you know what, man, I don't want to do this no more. I want to help you. I don't want to build this. I just don't want to deal with it no more. And I had that idea, but it was always something that made me want to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Uh-huh.
that's cool that you did that stuff though. Like you went in, you took that chance, try to help people, and but it's just unfortunate how it turned out for you.
See my little
Um,
guy right here. He done walked over. Look, oh, he's nervous. He don't want to be on the camera.
nah, he's alright. He's alright.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like I said, I know you got some stuff planned out for the day, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. I appreciate you joining me today. Uh, I know we had it planned for what the past week and a half now,
Yeah, yeah.
so 2 weeks maybe.
Something like
Um,
that.
uh, but I do appreciate you joining. I'll get the link from you, and I'll put that down in the description as well, so people
Yeah,
could
but
potentially find your page. So,
no, I
um,
appreciate it, man.
uh, thank you again for joining, and I say what's up to little man, right?
Hey, shout out.
um, but I'll let you go. Thank you, bro.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man.
Bye, everybody.
All right, man. Easy.